All right, good morning, everybody. Well, afternoon, I should say. All right, so they're saying they made an arrest last night. Well, so they're saying on the Idaho force, and boy, he was a criminal. He was studying to be a criminal guy, law and everything. Boy, we hit it right on the button last night. You know, when we were talking in that video, was it last night or the night before? We had a couple people in my chat and we were talking about this guy's probably he came prepared. He knew about crime, and bingo, they got him. He was now. Let's see if it sticks though. If you ask me, the guy don't. Everyone, I've been watching a lot of YouTube this morning. Everyone's saying, "Oh my God, he looks horrible." The guy don't look like a crazed killer to me. But to each their own. Like I said, I think he came prepared to do the job. And we did say last night that this guy either had suits, gloves, he might have been studying crime or forensics or something like that. And bingo, they got him. So I do want to thank the team. It's a great team. They were in here talking. And I was asking them, you think it's possible this guy he's training, to be a lawyer or something like that, or and it was. So, but we don't know if it's true yet. Let me tell you why. Because there's so much fake information put out. We don't know. How did he pick them girls? How did he know that house was open? How did he know all this stuff? How did he know to get in the house if there was no point of entry? I'm still not convinced about it. They are saying they got him. The guy's a criminologist or something, or studying to be a criminologist or something like that. So he would have had the things he needed to do the job, meaning a hazmat suit, booties, and possibly latex gloves. That's possible. He'd probably, but I still think he had help. Uh, my opinion. And how did he know about that house? Let me tell you how I think. He probably was stalking the girls on the internet. Now, he's from Pennsylvania, right? So he went to school in Washington, and then he did the murders and drove back to Pennsylvania. They're saying cross country. Is it possible? Yeah, it's possible. Let's see what they got, though. Let's see what they got, you know. And yeah, I do agree with some of these YouTubers. There was a lot of people putting stuff out. Uh, about, everyone was a suspect. But we were looking at other things. I was looking at cars in Florida. Uh, there was a thing a couple days ago on the internet that they shut down a neighborhood and there was a white car parked in the driveway in Florida that they were checking out. So it is possible to kill somebody and be back across country within a couple days or whatever, a week. So yeah, we were looking all over the place. We were still keeping the food truck people as suspects, the bar people as suspects, and it ain't over yet, folks. We don't know. You know, I think he had help. There is rumors saying that there's been 3 other arrests in the case. But I'll tell you what, Chelsea Prophet or whatever, she was right on too with that. This guy might have been drove, or he might have. We were looking at all options, and the food truck people and the bar people and the family. You know, we're not sure yet. Was this guy paid? It just seems too freaky that the guy commits a murder. He's in crime. And then drives all the way back to Pennsylvania. Uh, the key thing is how did he get in the house? They must have left the door open. They must have. because the guy had no, unless the only other thing I can think of is he was hacking their computer, their phones. He knew the codes. He knew exactly where they were the whole time. He probably has been tracking them for a long time over the internet. All the photos and everything like that, and of the girls and everything, the bikini photos and everything. You know, he probably was tracking them. But I'm not sure. I'm not going to say anything until the sheriff department comes out and says we got one of the guys. Till then, it could be a setup for all we know. You know, you remember in the case, in the beginning, everybody was coming out about that Jack DeCore's family is high up in politics and donates a lot of money to the college, and they are friends with a district attorney and all this, right? So we're keeping that on the back burner because this guy might have just been a hired gun to do a job. We don't know until the sheriff's department comes out and says this is one of the guys that did the murder, and we got DNA and evidence that he did it. Anyone could put out, we got the guy, you know. Any news channel can put it out. Fake information. And we've seen that so many times on the internet. They say they got him. Let's see if it sticks. They are saying that there was others arrest, but we're not sure, you know. Let's just wait and see what happens. You know, like I said, you had a bunch of people in a college that are high echelons, and then you had video of a cop in the bar with the kids the night of the murder. Is it possible that it's all a bunch of bull crap and they just pinned it on somebody to make an arrest, to cover up politics and rich people? It's very possible. We'll see if it sticks or not. Do I believe that someone could get set up for something? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You can get set up easily. And we proved that. There was people in prison and somebody took a condom from that guy. I don't know how the guy was. He might have been screwing other room or cell people, or he might have had prostitutes coming in, a visit or whatever. But anyways, they took a condom from the prison and someone went out and committed a crime and left the condom there. And they oh my God, you know, comes to find out they track the guy down and he's in prison. They're like, it's impossible. He didn't do it. He's been in prison the whole time. Comes to find out, they research more. Someone took a condom out of the prison and planted it at the murder scene and tried to blame someone else. They love to play games with the police and authorities. Something like that might be here what we're dealing with. They got nothing. They got no evidence, and they needed to look good. Why? Election time coming up, right? Money, politics, the college was involved, probably lawsuits and everything. So what do? They pin it on somebody. I hope they got evidence. I hope they got proof of it. I'm not saying the guy didn't do it, but we've seen crazy stuff on the internet, folks. Hello, Izzy Rose. Hello, Lane Staley. All right, let me read my comments. Ever the doubting Thomas Spectic, he was his own weather front the night. jumped over here. Hi, sorry, I missed your last night. I fell asleep. Oh, okay. That's all right. That's all right. Uh, is this coffee with Kramer? No, he did the boot scoop boogie. Nah, he's just a nut job genius and insane. Hello, Izzy Rose. I've been seeing used condoms in gutters. Yes, you can get set up for that. Someone could commit a murder and take a condom and leave it there, and the next thing you know, you're going away for 50 years. Hello, little old Pecky Peck. So don't take everything you hear on the internet as it being real. That's all I'm saying. That's all I am saying. Even news channels put out fake information. It's hard. Just wait. We're hoping it is him. I hope they got the other people. Uh, he was looking for people to help him do this, supposedly. I was just on a channel watching Miss Alex, and she was saying she was reading a thing, and he was trying to recruit people to help him. Maybe he did find people to help him. Maybe he was a hired gun. We're not sure. Let it all come out. Hello, good morning, Debbie Fox. Let it all come out, and we'll find out if it even sticks. We don't know. And we don't even know if we got the right guy. You know how many Brian Goldbergers or whatever his name is? Probably that's a Jewish name. That's a Jewish name, I believe. And then you got all the people that are saying the numbers, the day the girls were killed, the house number adding up, all this stuff going on. It's just, whew, boy. But hey, they're claiming they got the guy. And I think our team in here pretty much nailed it down, right? We were talking about this, and I was asking you guys, do you think this guy could have been maybe in college and studying to be forensic or something like that? He knew how to kill and get away with it. And if the police came out and said they got nothing, they got no prints, they got nothing, that would make sense. He knew how to withhold DNA. We'll see what comes out of it. Yes, he was a student. So we'll see what comes out of it. I want to thank Chelsea Prophet for, when you ask people a question about cases and they give you a straight answer and they're not joking around and calling you an idiot or some crackpot. I'm not going to mention any names, Lame Staley, but no, I'm joking. I'm joking. Lame, I'm joking. I told you it was a college student in Sacramento. I don't know, but we pretty much pinpointed it down, Miss Prophet and Debbie Fox and a bunch of us. And you can go back and look at the video. We were talking about that. It was the guy, a criminal guy. That's why the police were asking for help, because this guy knew what he was doing. He didn't leave no fingerprints. He didn't leave no evidence or anything. Maybe they did have DNA, but I don't think they did. I think something's up. I think they caught someone else, and they possibly could have gave him up as an accomplice. We're not sure. Yeah, he actually had a checklist. Yeah. The thing is why that house? Why them girls? And why that house? That is the key thing. And the only thing I can come up with, maybe they knew him, maybe somebody in the family knew him, or maybe he was tracking them, through social media or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. I think they're having some kind of a press release at 4:00. But can we believe it, or is it just a lie to either set someone up or to make it look like, to take the pressure off of the college? We're talking big lawsuits here. Even the father, Steve, said that. I sent my kid off to college and she came back in a bag, a body bag or whatever. You know, was this a big thing? It could have been, folks. Let the FBI and Homeland Security, hell, call CIA, get them in on this. Was this a big racket, a big scam? Maybe these girls were something that we don't know about, and someone got wind and did something. I don't know. Maybe he was uh, a nut job. He don't look like a serial killer to me. Sorry. He just looks like a normal, uh, I don't know, doctor or something, or a lawyer or something like that. Not no creepy, freaky guy or anything, but you don't know. You can't judge someone by their looks of if they're a madman, crazy man. Let me see, Debbie Fox. Yes, it's coming. What's coming? What's coming? Let me go back and see what's going on. Yeah, what kind of crap are they teaching in criminal courses? Well, they're teaching these kids how to solve a crime, what to look for to solve a crime. But some of these people, uh, that's why a lot of police, uh, they've been locking up a lot of police and everything lately, is because they know the laws and they know where certain police are going to be, and it's the same thing with government, and they learn the system, and that makes it easier for them to kill. They know, hey, if I'm going to do this, I got to have gloves on, or I'm going to leave DNA. I got to go in there with a biological suit, so I don't leave no hair follicles. I don't leave no fingerprints or nothing. And they teach that, but they teach it to solve the case. But some of these crazies, sometimes they use that to commit murders and get away with murders. And I don't think we're done with this case yet. When the police and the FBI come out and say, this is one of the guys, and this is what we got, here's the proof, maybe. Here's what I'm thinking. The only other way they got this guy was they finally got the data back from the cell phones and tracked it to the girls. That's the only thing I could think of, you know. For all we know, they could have. He was a student at a school real close to where the girls were, right? The girls might have knew him. We don't know. All right, let me read my chat. They are going to tell us real soon, Debbie Fox, the kid's story that Hyundai Ethecra at the same time of murder is what's being said. Interesting. I don't think, Miss Prophet says, I don't think they would do that. I may be naive, but too many people watching all over the world. Press release at 4 or 1. Yes, the cops are going to thank each other. Gee, I can't wait. Yeah. Lame's right, though. They're probably patting themselves on the back, but it wasn't the police that got them. It was probably the big boys, FBI or something, or Homeland or something like that. See, whenever you mention that someone is affiliated with politics or something big like that, or district attorneys or anything like that, automatically beep, 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 alarms go off to other uh, branches of the government, you know. So is it possible? I don't know. I'm not sure. Johnny, this is off the subject, but I got my front door and back door open, and it's beautiful outside. It's drizzling here. It is warm, but it's cloudy and raining. He looked perfectly normal to me. I know Miss Prophet. He didn't look like no crazy man, you know. Uh, just got in trouble for stealing a white Elantra time a murder. Don't think they are connected. They might be, Debbie Fox. We don't know really the whole situation. We really don't. That might have been why they were looking at the white car, because the accomplice, he might have had help and took the vehicle, maybe. Or they already had the vehicle, but they didn't have the guy that owned the vehicle. Nobody was claiming the vehicle. That would have been the accomplice, right? Or that might have been a witness and he just bolted and ran and then contacted the police and said, "Hey, I'm the one. That's my car. I was there. Some cuckoo. I seen some guy." And actually, the person with the white car that they were looking for was the witness. That's very possible too. But heck, I was looking all over for the white car. I was looking in Florida. There was a thing on the internet, a flash bulletin uh, last week, and they had the whole block shut down and a white Elantra or a white car or whatever. We were looking in other crime cases. You know, we were looking at guys. Uh, Monkey Vaughn, uh, Michael Monkey Vaughn, that one guy that they're looking for in that case. He was from Idaho. We were also looking at that guy too. But there was a lot of people concentrated on Jack, and I don't blame them, because that's how uh, crime cases work. You always start family, boyfriend, family, friends, and then you spread out from there. And then you get data from the phone. I don't know where how did she pay? Did Kaylee have a job? I hear she just bought a brand new vehicle or something like that. Where'd that money come from? Was she maybe seeing this guy on the side at another college? Where are they talking with each other? We don't know that. Phone data will tell that. And it's kind of making sense. Remember the sidewalk video, her walking down, and they saying, "What did you tell? What did you tell Adam?" and all this and that. They might have been, I don't know. This is fishy, very fishy. We'll see though if it sticks, what kind of evidence they got. And we're still looking for people. I don't think this guy did it by himself. I think something's up here. And remember, they kept saying they didn't have nothing, really, pretty much. They did have somebody in mind, but they never came out and said, "We got DNA and we got prints. You know, we got the guy." They never came out and said that. And that was good, because that kept the guy not nervous, and that probably kept the guy in one spot. If they would have came out and said, "We know it's Brian," boom, he would have been gone. He would have been on a plane and gone. So they did good there, I can tell you that much. But then again, I don't think the police got him. It was the FBI. See, that's what I don't understand. These videos that these YouTubers were putting out, saying the police said, "If we can't do it, we'll go to the FBI." And then the FBI saying, "Well, if we can't do the job, we know someone that will." Come on, you're dealing with the FBI. The FBI will do their own work. They don't need nobody to do their work. That's what I couldn't figure out. What are they trying to do? Are they trying to hit someone? What's going on? What kind of job are they talking about? Because we all know the FBI knows everything, folks. The CIA knows everything. I mean, these folks can hear you farting 50 miles away. I don't know where these people, and then the footprint in the snow. My God, look at this. It's a footprint in the snow. Well, that's funny, because the day of the murders, there was no snow. Even the day after the murders, there was no snow. Where'd the footprint come from in the snow that people put out on the internet, right? Phew, come on, fake information. And you know what's really sad is what we are hearing right now possibly can be fake information. They picked up Brian Kowalga, whatever his name is, but not for the Idaho 4 murders. And that's possible. We don't know. Now I'm going to ask some of the team in here what they think. And let me go back and read my chat real quick. I seen it earlier. Someone was saying a creator. So this case, but I don't believe that. Let me see what Lane said. So everyone is frantically looking for the dude in all the camera footage. Yeah. Yeah, I would imagine so. They're probably going to dissect the bar. They are going to dissect every store around there. They should have, because they're security cameras. This guy might have been there watching the whole time. You know, he might have. There was a taller guy in the footage of the food truck that everybody is missing. He was all dressed in black. You know where Kaylee and Maddie were standing to pick up her food in that window? Just before they leave, a guy, tall guy, looked like he was holding a cell phone, came walking around the side, and then he walks all the way up into the shadow almost of the buildings, stops, turns around, and he's watching the girls. And then he just casually, I didn't see him order any food. He just sits there and he's watching. And he like backs up towards the building because you can't see anything back there. It's all dark and shaded. Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know everything. Only God knows everything. Johnny, this is off the subject, but yes, I understand, Izzy. It's beautiful out. All right, let me see what else we got here. Let me check up. JLR is nothing but a little weasel. There was people in Miss Alex's channel saying the same thing. Let's see, Izzy Rose. I always say Ellie has a right to lie too. Yeah, they do when it's a case, a murder case. They are running this. Jason Elkins with this people are bashing him so hard. No, I don't know. Ease up on him. He tries. At least he's interested. We all get it wrong, But here, JLR has come out and said he's been arrested for. He's a hacker. He hacked into a bank and stole a lot of money from a bank. That's what he said in his video. He's like, yes, it's true. I'm a hacker and I was a felon and I hacked into a bank and stole a lot of money. So you got a criminal, a felonist working on a case. It's hilarious. You can't get this on Netflix. Little J Money Lifestyle Blog. Hello, you're welcome here. Let me see what else the chat's saying. The food truck, everything. Who is Jason Elkins? Jason Elkins is the guy arrested for grand theft at same time a murder. Yes. And they also picked up another guy that was a peeping Tom a couple days after, in that area of the girls, after, which was Jason. He drove a white van, like a white SUV or something, or a white van. That was in one of the photos at that apartment complex. But we don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, this could have been a bunch of guys. They teamed up. They went in. They were prepared, and they went in, got the job done, and they were gone. No sticking around, no nothing. I'm thinking it's possible they were already there waiting. We got to find out how they got in that house. If that screen door, if that sliding glass door was barricaded and there was no way they got in there, and everything was locked, all the windows, how did he get in? He had to go through the front door. That means he had to have the code. That means he had to have been tracking or hacking the girls' phones or someone's phone to get the code, or somebody, he knew somebody that had the codes, and that's how he got in. Someone tipped him off or something. He had help or something, because the police are saying there was no forced entry. Well, either them girls left the windows open or the sliding back door, or that guy walked right in through the front door and left right out the front door and had all the codes. Because it was a white Electra. Yeah, oy vey. Lame Staley said oy vey. Hi, little J. Debbie Fox says the people are attacking his Facebook. Yeah. People, stop attacking people. You know, we're not professionals. We're just YouTubers that are trying to help communities, trying to help families, trying to help the police solve cases. I hope this is all true and he is the guy and he spills the beans. Yes, Miss Prophet. Oh, they will interrogate him. They will come down on him. And here's what I can say. He'd be smart to cut a deal. He would be smart to cut a deal, and they will offer him a deal. You tell us everything, and we won't go for death penalty. And if you work with us, we might knock some time off your, sentence or what. There's no doubt he's probably going the way to life. But here's the thing. They will throw that on the table. We're going to fry you. That's it. Your eyeballs are going to pop out of your head. You're going to liquefy inside. We're going to electrocute you, fry you. They're probably showing video electrocuted on the chair. This is what's going to happen to you, buddy. Unless you work with us, unless you tell us everything, this is what's going to happen. Well, at least that's what I would do. I'd bring in a big screen. Check this out. This was an execution, 5 years ago. This is going to be you if you don't cooperate with us, right? I'm sure they are going to cut a deal with him. And I find it hard for him to have done it alone without any help or any information from anybody of how to get in that house, where they were, what time they were going to be home. And, the family was saying, we don't think this was somebody that's just driving through town and committed a murder and they're gone. Even the family said that. The family said that. They didn't think it was they thought it was somebody, they thought it was Jack. Some people were, what Jack? I don't know. But even the family members said they didn't think it was some random guy, that they thought the girls knew the guy or knew the killer. So it's possible these girls did know Brian. We don't know. Maybe dating him. I don't know. He was 28, they're saying. How old were the girls? 20, 21, 22 years old or something like that? Well, I saw Bob Smith driving a white Elantra at the time of the murders. Sure. Boy, the Smiths names are coming up all over the place with these. In the Gabby Petito case, in the other case that just came out, this is unreal. It's freaky. Stay away from the Smiths. Stay away, Lame Staley. And just for a YouTube record, I'm not the one bringing up the Smiths. That was Lame Staley for YouTube records. Is that the case? Why is he not allowed around a gray school or any school? Ask yourself that. He's got more crimes. Wow. Wow. Yeah, they don't allow certain people around school. We got one, I think we got one or two schools right here in the neighborhood here. I seen a white Elantra with the California plates on it yesterday. Debbie Fox, last week, I think it was, there was a flash bulletin on the internet of a news channel from a helicopter, and they had a white Elantra, it looked like, or a Nissan or something. And it was just, they closed the whole block down. There was just police everywhere in Florida. And I did a live showing it. If you look on my channel, you'll find it somewhere, showing that they had the car surrounded. And is it possible to get from Idaho to Florida? Yeah, within a week. Yeah, this has been going on a month and a week or something, this case. So yeah, it's possible to do that and then drive back. Yeah, their schools were walking distance. He went to the other school, the other college that was out there. So it is possible that they all knew each other. Maybe. We're not sure. But here's the thing I'm interested in. How did he get into the house? If the police said there was no forced entry, then the girls must have left the door open. And if they didn't, and everything was locked up, because you remember that one photo we seen when the case first came out, of the sliding glass doors, the bar stools were wedged in it. Well, if it was like that, I don't know. Either someone left the door open, or he walked right in the front door, and he walked right out the front door. And I'm thinking, I don't know. I don't believe it. We still want to know who the 4 kids were in the police video. As the cops were writing tickets for them 3 or 4 guys in front of the police car, who were the 4 guys that walked in front of the camera behind the police car coming from the Idaho 4 house? This guy might have recruited people from that frat. He might have had help. We still want to know who the 4 guys were that were in that video when the police pulled over them kids in the field. Who were the 4 guys that walked behind the cop car as the cops were standing in front? We still want to know who them 4 guys are. Like I said, folks, this might all be a setup. Brian Coaglo, or whatever his name is, might have been arrested, but not for the Idaho 4 case. This is interesting. We're not stopping there. I hope we got him. We're on the right track. I think it is somebody that knew how to kill, or knew not to leave certain DNA. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Lame Staley said, so you just took it to Earl Scheib, the car, and had it repainted. Their school or walking distance. And these young people were in out that party house. Yeah, they were in and out of that party house. Yes, this is more DNA in that house than a Peter North video. Yeah, there's probably tons of DNA. I'm not believing it yet until the FBI comes out and says this is the guy. I ain't buying it, folks. We've seen way too many cases where the news has come out and said this is the guy, and then the police said no. If we don't come out and say it or put it out, it ain't real. So we're still looking, you know, but there's a good chance that is the guy. But I don't know. They're not saying if he was picked up, you know, for the case. They're saying he was arrested and he's being expedited back to Idaho. He might have been the mask guy. You guys remember the video that was out? The mask guy that's been running around there ringing the doorbells on everybody's video? That might be him. Does anyone remember Miss Prophet? Do you remember that video? Miss Prophet must have took off. Does anyone remember the video that was out where they were looking for the mask guy that was walking around in a ski mask out there? That might be the guy. He might not have no connections to the Idaho case. They just got the mask guy that was going around peeping Tomin or whatever. And I don't know. It'll be interesting. We'll see. Chelsea Prophet said, yes, I remember that. Yeah, there was some masked guy up. It was almost, and this was all at the same time of the murders. It's almost like they went out and caused a diversion to have people look other places, right? You got the masked guy that they came out and said, we're looking for this masked guy that's been running around ringing doorbells or whatever. Then they picked up Jason, which was caught peeping Tomin at that time. You know, was it they created a diversion and then the killer went in? He's seen the opportunity, or maybe it was planned. Went in, did the killings, and boom, they were gone. And then they put out all the, send that guy out. And they send someone out with a ski mask, ringing doorbells, trying to open doors. And that would be the diversion, the pigeon. Everyone's looking for the ski guy and not the real killers. Debbie Fox got that right. Jason Alita, or whatever his name was picked up for peeping Tomin and stuff, real close to where the girls lived. And he was a suspect, So Debbie Fox got that right. He is the guy that they were talking about, but I don't think it was. Maybe they all were in on it. Hold on a minute. All right. I'm back. All right. So, yeah, it ain't over yet, folks, until they come out. And then do we really believe what they say? This is such a high profile case. They just might be looking at, they might have nothing, trying to pin it on somebody. Or he might have been picked up, but not for the Idaho 4 killings. And people are putting out fake information. We don't know yet. This crime forced the police to look at more people in the area, only good outcome. Yeah, I agree, Chelsea. I'm happy the piece of crap are off the streets. Me too, Izzy. Well, we don't know that yet, Izzy. Don't go jumping the gun because we've learned on YouTube. Don't believe everything you hear. Remember the Summer Wells case? That was a story they put out. And what did Chris Hardball or whatever his name, Chris McDonough say? Don't believe it. And then it came out too. It was a story that the sister was telling. Don Wells's, it was some kind of a thing that they were doing an experiment or whatever. And it was a fake story. My son called me Mutter. Me Mutter. That's who just called me. Me Mutter. Oh my God, up check. Where? He is 21. Just turned 21. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, so I think we're dealing with something bigger than what the police or anybody knows. Too much of a coincidence. Mask guy, then Jason gets picked up for peeping Tom in that area, and now this guy, Brian, whatever his name is. Yeah. Yeah. Let me get a cup of coffee. Yeah, everybody's covering it. But here's the thing. I'm not saying it's him yet. I'm not saying it's him yet. Until the government, until the FBI and police come out and say, this is the guy, he acted alone. And this is how he got into the house. And he was tracking the girls and this and that. I'm not going to come out and say that is the guy. He is a suspect. He did get picked up. He did get arrested. I don't know if it's for the Idaho 4 case. I don't know. He might have been an accomplice. They might have arrested someone else and they gave him up, or tried to blame him or something. They need something, and they need something that puts him there at the crime, whether it be a cell phone ping off a tower, whether it be DNA or whatever it may be. But they need stone cold proof and not transferred DNA and not transferred prints. And a real forensic guy will be able to tell you this is a transferred print. What do you mean? That the print was taken from somewhere else and it was printed. It was they put it on the window, and you could tell. They can tell that kind of stuff. So until they come out and say, this is the guy, we know it's the guy, and this is how we caught him, whether it be through phone records, He was communicating with the girls, a fake account, something like that, or he was friends with them. If everything was locked up, how did the guy get in? There's only one way to get in, and that's through the front door. He might have went through the front door and left through the back. Maybe his car was parked up there in that apartment complex where you couldn't see nothing. That's possible. But they need stone cold proof. You can say anyone's a murderer, but you got to prove it. But here's the thing. In today's world and the technology, it's just as easy to set someone up and make it look like they were the killer. Let me see. Let me check my chat. Yeah, my phone lit up, but I'd rather be here, Johnny. Oh, you ladies can go anywhere you want. I know everybody's covering it, but I'm not going to come out and say that's the guy. Not yet. Not yet. It's a pretty good scenario that we all had the other night of this guy was in crime. He knew how to kill and cover it up. We were right about that. I can tell you that much. I'm waiting for Cronkite to tell me. Yeah. Glad the mailman had biscuits treats. Now, do you guys also remember 3 weeks after the murder, they said they found a glove when Chris McDonough was there reporting and everybody was there reporting? They find a glove 3 weeks later after what's this? Is it a glove? It's a glove. Well, if the glove don't fit, you must acquit. And I imagine they got that glove and they'll see if it fits. But an elastic glove will fit any hand pretty much, unless you're a big 250-pound power lifter and you got hands the size of bear paws. But an elastic glove pretty much fits any hand. So they can't go on, if the glove don't fit, you must acquit. I don't know. I got a couple things to do. I'll be back later. I'm gonna watch some more stuff. I'm gonna Google some stuff on this guy and see really what's going on. He commits the murders. He drives all the way to Pennsylvania from where he is. That's why I was looking at the guy that they're looking. Excuse me. The guy that they're looking for in the Monkey Vaughn case. That was from Idaho. Is it possible he was involved in the disappearance of Mikey Monkey Monkey Vaughn, and he boot scoop boogied back to Idaho? That guy's still on my list as a suspect. He was from Idaho and that area where the girls were. So I ain't taking nothing off the table until they say the case is closed. I ain't buying nothing yet. I ain't buying it. It's like the Delphi case. I'm just not buying the story that it was the Mexican mafia and the Italian mafia, and the Freemasons, and I'm just not buying that story. But I am done with this. Does anyone want to make any comments? I hope it's DNA, or hope someone ratted him out. Yeah. Well, they're going to have stone cold proof that it was him, or maybe they caught somebody and they, like you were saying, ratted him out and it led to him. Possible. We don't know. Let them do the work. Let the government do their work. they'll put out the information, and it's whether up to us to believe it or not, you know. But by looking at the guy, no, he don't look like a serial killer, crazy man, like some people are saying. But you never know, you know. You never know. He might. I don't know. All right. Does anyone want to make any closing arguments before I leave? I am going to go get my fingernails fixed. Make them all pretty. Nah, Izzy Rose. God bless her little heart. What's the terrible mace? Lame Staley. He goes postal with that shit. I don't know. Johnny, do you have any more coffee? I do. Do you want a cup before I get off here? Here you go. Hold on a minute. There you folks go. There's some coffee I put in there for you. What are you going to do right now, Johnny? I am going to pick up around here, and I got to make something to eat for my little brother. And that's about it. And I'm going to watch some YouTube and see what I can find out about this guy. And I really don't want to. No, I'm not going to, because I don't want to dig into anybody's life. I'll let the government do their job. That's why we pay them tax money. I ain't going to look up nothing. I'm going to watch some videos and see what people say and then make my opinion on it. Because of the cat. The cat? What cat? It's the year of the cat. On a wild morning, the rain was drizzling and it's the year of the cat. Row, row. What's the deal with the brother? He's at the doctor's office. I told you, I got to help take care of my little brother. Our whole family has been stricken with sickness. More like a curse. We'll be all right, though. It's what we do. We push on. We improvise, overcome. All right, so I will be back later. Izzy, did you get your coffee? I put some out there for you, ladies. Debbie, she was just a Coleco, but she was mean. Mean. Johnny, good for you. Good for you taking care of your brother. When's someone going to help me? I don't know. Probably not, but I'll just keep going until I fall over into the grave. I'm just going to walk right up to my casket and the grave, fall into the casket, and then just lower me down. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet, Johnny, that you're just going to die and fall into the casket, and then we'll lower you down. That saves us trouble from digging the hole. Just joking. I'm just joking. Love you all. Have a sunshine day. Yes, you're all great people. Miss Prophet and Debbie Fox and everybody. Hey, I'm telling you, if you go back and watch my video we did the other day, we were, Prophet, talking about, I think this guy is in law. I think he knew what he was doing, and I think he knew what he was doing. It's possible he was in law or forensics or something, and bingo, they pull up some guy. We got him. He's in college for law or something like that. Or so, yeah. That's just what we do around here. That's why we make the big dollars. Oh, wait, here comes my check. Oh, look at that. How much is it? It's a penny. That's it. You're great, kid. You and your team split that penny up. I want to thank the team. They're all great. Now let's let's find out some more information on the case, and we'll meet back here in a little while. If you ladies have things to do, go right ahead. I can make a video without having an audience. Some people are shocked. They're like, who's he talking to? There's nobody in chat. I'm like, I don't need an audience. I can make a video without having an audience. No, I don't know. The people these days, they don't know what they're doing. Dang, I heard change. Yeah, that's what we made off of the case. That was our payout. All right. I got a couple things to do around here, and then I'll be back here later on. I'll be cooking. I'm going to be cleaning. I'm going to be watching. I turn into a broad. Oh, my God. I got to get out of this place. I need to run. I need to be free. I got to get out of here. Oh, don't you even, Debbie. I need someone to peel my bananas for me, Debbie. How's your monkey doing today? Is it okay? Little booger. Probably jumping all over the place. Now, you folks have a great day. Be safe. Love everybody. And on to the next case. And we got to find these hackers. We're looking for these people that are scamming people. I wonder if they were, I bet you if you look on dating sites, you're going to find them girls on dating sites. Both of them. Maddie and Kaylee. I bet you. No, I don't bet. I take that back. I'm not a betting man. But, yeah, I think we're dealing with some psychotics here that are hacking accounts and putting their photos on dating sites. And, yeah, I think so. I think we're dealing with something here. That's just, we need more manpower. No matter where you go, you got to clean. Exactly. Folks, keep washing your hands. It's flu season. Wear your mask if you can, and definitely keep washing your hands. And use your hand sanitizer, or just wash your hands with regular soap and hot water. I don't know. That's all I can say. Now, you folks have a great day. Be safe. Love everybody. And I'll be back here later. And Johnny is going to empty the ashtray and then watch Ombek eat breakfast. No, I got some stuff to do. I might stop there. I do support her channel, so I'll probably stop there and hit the thumbs up. But I can't stick around. I got stuff to do. So, no, sometimes I don't watch all their videos. I try to, but when you're subscribed to a lot of people, you can't watch every video. I don't know. Tea for now. Yeah, tea. I wish I had some tea. And teeth, right? Excuse me. Now, you folks have a great day, and remember, the case is not closed. We don't know if that's the real killer or not. We don't know. This is crazy. It's just nuts. But I'm going to break away and release all this bad energy. I don't need it. I don't want it. Maybe I found my calling. True crime. Right? Put the monkey away, Debbie. My God, I've seen her. She just posted her monkeys. Oh, my God. Don't get me started, Debbie Fox. You know I am a single man. You know that. Don't get me started with your monkey. No, I will be back later. I want to thank Izzy Rose. I want to thank Chelsea Prophet. I want to thank Debbie Fox. I want to thank all the people that came in here, even Lame Staley, which he's starting to be a little bit more polite, but that's what women do. Good women can change the beast. And that's what they're doing. They're working him over. They're breaking him down. He was one of the best trolls on YouTube, and he's eating out of their hands. I don't know. Now, you folks have a great night. Be safe. Or day. I'm saying it's like later. Later then. Yes. Yes. Later, Debbie. Later. Later. And Debbie, if you're ever having any trouble, you feel bad, any of you ladies, feel free to comment me. I've been ran through the ringer. I've been drugged through cow pastures and poo. Ate a couple mushrooms as I was being drugged through the fields. I've been through all kinds of crap. If you ever need to talk or depressed, let me know. I'm here for you, just as you are here for us. Glory be to God. And Lord, help us solve another case. Because God knows everything, right? God knows if you're a killer or not. Now, you folks have a great day. Even trolls deserve love. Yes, we love you, Lame Staley. I wish you were the real Lane Staley and still alive, but I'll take what I can get. Lame Staley. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Lame Staley. So you folks have a great day. Be safe. I'll be back.